Imagine a world where every color you see is imbued with power, where each hue tells a story of gods, magic, and the afterlife. In ancient Egypt, color was not merely decoration. It was a language of the divine, a tool of sorcery, and a key to immortality. Today, we unravel the mysteries of the colors and stones that shape the beliefs of this ancient civilization, revealing secrets long buried in the sands of time. Egyptian blue, the mystical hue. Deep within the tombs of pharaohs, a color unlike any other catches the eye. A blue so vivid, it seems to glow with otherworldly energy. This is Egyptian blue, the first synthetic pigment in history. Developed over 4,500 years ago, this vibrant blue was created by mixing silica, copper, lime, and alkali, and then heating it to around 800 to 900 degrees Celsius. The result was a brilliant, rich blue that adorned the walls of temples, statues, and even the death masks of pharaohs. But this blue was more than a mere pigment. It was believed to protect and heal, a sacred shield against evil. Modern science has revealed that Egyptian blue can emit infrared light, a phenomenon that adds a layer of mystery to its already mystical reputation. Could it be that the ancient Egyptians knew something we're only beginning to understand? The duality of red and yellow ochre. Now turn your gaze to red, a color of fire, blood, and life itself. Red ochre was the pigment of choice for warriors and kings, symbolizing strength, power, and vitality. But beware, for red also carried the essence of danger, chaos, and destruction. It was the color of Set, the god of the desert and storms, who brought fear and turmoil wherever he tread. And then there's yellow ochre, the golden hue of the gods. Ra, the sun god, was depicted with skin of gold, his eternal glow symbolizing immortality and divine power. These were no ordinary colors. They were the very breath of life and death, the symbolism of green and black. In a land where life ebbed and flowed with the rise and fall of the Nile, green was the color of regeneration, of rebirth. Made from malachite, green was the essence of Osiris, the god of the afterlife, who ruled over the dead with a promise of eternal life. To wear green was to carry the power of the Nile, to embrace the cycle of life, death, and resurrection. And then there was black, the color of the fertile earth, the color of the night sky. Black was not just the absence of light, it was the promise of renewal, the eternal backdrop against which the stars of the afterlife shone brightly. It was the color of Anubis, the jackal-headed god who guided souls to their final rest. The mystical power of Lapis Lazuli in Carnelian. Among the treasures of Egypt, few stones were as revered as Lapis Lazuli. This deep blue gem, imported from distant lands, was believed to hold the very essence of the heavens. It was the stone of kings and gods, worn by those who sought divine protection and favor. Its blue was not just a color, it was a connection to the divine, a piece of the sky brought down to earth. In contrast, carnelian, with its fiery red hue, was the stone of life itself. It was the blood of the earth, a symbol of vitality and strength. Worn in amulets, it protected the living and guided the dead, ensuring safe passage through the trials of the afterlife. Turquoise and the protective power of blue. The Egyptians believed that certain stones held the power to protect and heal, and none was more cherished for this than turquoise. Known as Mefkat, turquoise was believed to bring health and protection to the wearer. It was a key element in the Eye of Horus, an amulet of extraordinary power that protected against evil and brought good fortune. To carry turquoise was to carry a piece of the heavens, a guardian against the unknown. Gold, the flesh of the gods. In Egypt, gold was not just a metal, it was the very essence of the divine. The gods were said to have skin of gold, and their eternal nature was embodied in this precious metal. Used extensively in jewelry, statues, and the death masks of pharaohs, gold was a conduit to the divine. It was more than wealth, it was a bridge between the mortal and the immortal, a symbol of power that transcended the earthly realm. The legacy of Egyptian color magic. The ancient Egyptians lived in a world where color was far more than what met the eye. It was a language of power, a tool of the gods, and a bridge between the worlds of the living and the dead. Red ink was used to invoke the power of protection. Red was the color of fire and blood, a force that could repel evil and activate the magic within a spell. Green ink, while less common, symbolized life and growth, enhancing spells that sought healing and renewal. For the Egyptians, writing in color was a magical act, a way to bring the power of the divine into the mortal world. As we continue to uncover the vibrant remnants of this lost civilization, we are reminded that in ancient Egypt, color was not just seen, it was felt, believed, and revered. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the hidden power of color in ancient Egypt. If you enjoyed this exploration, be sure to subscribe to Facts Beyond Borders for more deep dives into the mysteries of the ancient world. See you in the next part.